Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. I know it's been a while since I've done a blog video, but here we are. Lots going on here. Tuesday, August the 22nd, record time 9:10 in the morning. I hope you enjoyed the solar eclipse and you were not let down. I know many were not. Where I was viewing it at my son's school, I was leaving and a guy looked at me and he said, "That was awesome." No, we didn't have totality, but we will have totality in April of 2024, 7 years from now. The only problem with that is the fact that it's April and we get a lot of clouds and rain in April. So I'm not making I'd stick to 7-day forecast, not to 7-year forecast. I'm not doing that, but just keep that in the back of your mind. So don't get too excited about it yet, but it should be spectacular. The path of totality goes right over Arkansas and includes the Little Rock metro area. In 2024, we're going to have almost 3 minutes of totality. What they had in that area, totality up north, we're going to have that in Little Rock. And in western Arkansas, it's going to be even better. Atkins, almost 4 minutes of totality in 2024. All right, let's talk about the weather right now. We've got a couple of things going on. The first thing I want to show you is that we do have a little bit of a risk for severe weather, mainly high winds and maybe some hail, but it's low. It's not even a slight risk. It's just that area that's highlighted in green. We've got a heat-crushing front, as I like to call it, which is coming through the state. And you're looking at the HRRR off of weatherbell.com. And you see there's a cluster of thunderstorms which kind of moves off towards the southeast. And then during the heating of the day, look at these thunderstorms developing. Let me give you the time on this. This is at 6 o'clock. And as I always give you my waiver here, this is never perfect. Simulated radar gives you just a good general idea of what to expect, and there's a lot of heat and humidity building up. You got a front slamming into that, a clash in air masses, so you would see showers and thunderstorms. But you see, the best chance late this afternoon is across the northern half of the state, and some of those could become strong, maybe even severe. Low threat for that. Here's 7, that's 8. So 9. So you're in the metro. It looks like the chances really increase in the metro after 5 or 6 o'clock this afternoon, and then that moves off towards the south. But some of those show some redevelopment up further north, even towards this is at 1 o'clock Wednesday morning. But the intensity of these should start to come down. So this is the high-res NAM here, and I just want to show you the temperatures. What this is doing, it's showing this is showing thunderstorm development. Again, every computer model is different. But these are temperatures, what we call 2-meter temperatures. And what this is showing you is development of thunderstorms from Little Rock westward mid to late afternoon. That's where you see the cooling. These are temperatures, so it gets quite warm, and then you see where it's cooled down in these pockets. Well, those are thunderstorms, and then you see that area expands. Now, what I really want to show you, I think it might be overdoing this just a little bit, but we can just at least dream. Let's go to noon tomorrow. So here's, not noon, this is 1 p.m., these are 1 p.m. temperatures tomorrow afternoon. Probably with some cloud cover, I can look at that. But it's showing 1 p.m. temperatures tomorrow, 72 degrees. 2 p.m. temperatures, even cooler at 70 degrees. I wonder if is it showing rain? It's showing some showers, so there's got to be some cloud cover around. I know that we can look at total clouds with this. Yeah, still showing some cloud cover around. But I just want to show you what this one computer model shows. That let's see if those clouds break up. Clouds tomorrow for the southern half of the state. Let's go back to those 2-meter temperatures. And it does warm up a little bit in the late afternoon because according to this model, it warms up into the mid-70s later in the afternoon, probably due to the effects of some sunshine. So yes, the heat-crushing cold front. It is coming. Just be patient. It's going to get here. Now, let's fast forward. We really have to pay attention to the tropics. This is the time of the year, late August, especially September, here in Arkansas. This is our time period that we've really got to pay attention. This is when we get the remnant moisture from tropical systems. Now, once you get into October, at least in our part of the country, any remnant tropical systems usually get shunted off towards the east because the jet stream starts to dip down and kind of takes these things out towards the east, more away from Arkansas. But once you get into August and September, this is the time period right here in Arkansas that if you get something to develop in the Gulf of Mexico, it can have an impact in Arkansas. And you may have heard in the news all about Harvey. Well, the computer models show Harvey redeveloping over some very warm waters. You have to have in the upper levels of the atmosphere the winds subside, and that's what's going to happen. It's going to go over open water in the Gulf of Mexico, very warm water. And this is, again, there's two different computer models here that I'm going to examine. And as I'm always going to tell you, I do not for a second believe the GFS. It could prove me wrong, but this is Friday morning going towards the Texas Gulf Coast. And the big story with this will be the wind too, but heavy, heavy rainfall, just incredible rains for Texas. So this is Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Now watch what it does. By Sunday, right? Sunday morning, it's affecting southern Arkansas with heavy rain. Keep that in mind. That's the GFS. It's decreasing, but it's southern Arkansas with a northeast wind. Southern Arkansas would be getting some heavy rainfall out of this. All right, now let's flip over to the European computer model. This won't be perfect. It has landfall a little bit further towards the south, but once it makes landfall, it just sits still. This is Saturday, and look at this thing. This is Sunday morning, and it doesn't move. And the rain. One thing I want you to notice: there's a front that's going to be the front that comes through here today. It's going to move towards the south, and it's going to allow the moisture from this tropical system to pool around that front, and there's just going to be tremendous amount of rainfall because of those two features, and it's all going to come together over Texas, I think. This is Sunday morning, and again, the European is different in that it keeps it much further towards the south for a while and does not affect Arkansas this weekend, but it does next week. This is Monday morning, Monday morning, the 28th, and there's some rain in southern Arkansas, but this goes back over the Gulf. This one run of the European has it going back over the Gulf, maybe gaining some intensity, then making landfall again by the middle of next week. And look what it does by Tuesday and Wednesday. It brings the heavy rain over Arkansas on Tuesday or Wednesday. So you have two different computer models, the GFS and the European, both showing that there will be some impact on Arkansas, but the timing is just completely off. Both of these could be completely wrong too, but it bears watching. European, later next week, probably by the middle of next week, if it has an impact on Arkansas. The GFS is much quicker with this and brings some impacts this weekend. Bottom line, it's Tuesday. This is a long way down the road. It's still over the Yucatan Peninsula, has not been able to develop in the Gulf of Mexico, and until this develops, that's when we will have to keep an eye on things. When that develops, that's when we're going to have a better feel for how this is going to unfold. But one thing that I'm very confident in is the fact that Texas is just going to get slammed with a tremendous amount of water. So lots going on in the weather world. I want to thank you so much for being a part of it here on the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.